Good evening, this is QTV Nightly News coming to you from our studios on Kairaba Avenue, and I am Asma Uba. Thanks for joining us. The Gambia's AFCON campaign got off to the worst possible start with a 3-0 loss to neighbours Senegal. We'll have more details on that at a later date. Now here are the main news headlines. A food testing laboratory to test the safety and quality of food items, especially those imported, will begin operations in the Gambia by the middle of this year. In commemoration of World Antimicrobial Awareness Week, the Ministry of Health's National Pharmaceutical Services collaborated with WHO to increase awareness of global antimicrobial resistance. Now, a renowned Gambian author, Dr. Sidi Dramé, on Sunday launched his 35th book, a memoir which captures the beautiful lifestyle in rural Gambia. Over the weekend, Huawei Technologies Company Limited inaugurated a new office in Cape Point in Bakau at the Kanifing municipality. Now, international news, as South Africa drags Israel to court over alleged genocide in Gaza, Namibia has expressed strong disapproval of Germany's stance at the International Court of Justice. Now, those and other stories coming up. Do stay tuned. Thank you for staying with us. A food testing laboratory to test the safety and quality of food items, especially those imported, will begin operations in the Gambia by the middle of this year. This was revealed by Babukar Ojuf, the Minister for Trade, at a press conference on Friday to discuss the ministry's achievement, challenges for the ended 2023 and plans for 2024. Julian Jai has the details.
The quality and safety of food is fundamental to a country's development and health of the public. However, regulatory bodies like the Food Safety and Quality Authority is not equipped with testing laboratories to analyze food products for safety, quality and efficacy purposes. Currently, the Food Safety and Quality Authority relies on labs abroad to test and determine the quality and safety of foods exported from or imported into the country for public consumption. Babukar Ojuf, the Gambia's Trade Minister, highlights how the issue will be addressed.
I'm pleased to announce that the construction of this lab is complete, and we have secured some support from the West African Competitiveness Project to provide part of the equipment needs of the laboratory and to support it in acquiring international accreditation. The lab is expected to begin operations by the middle of this year. Related to this is the Gambia Standard Bureau is very well advanced in the establishment of a national certification body which, when accredited this year, will be able to provide internationally recognized certification for foods meant for export.
This information is significant because currently one of the major bottlenecks for exported goods in the Gambia is a lack of recognized certification. Addressing the matter of unemployment, which remains high, the ministry, in collaboration with the Gambia Bureau of Statistics, conducted a national labor force survey in 2022-2023 to update the National Labor Force 2018 key findings. Minister Juf spoke on the National Labor Force Survey.
Unemployment rate, which stands at 7.6 for a person to be considered unemployed, the following conditions have to be met. Actively looking for a job, have been available for a job, and is not offered employment. Time-related underemployment rate, 14.4%. These people work less than 35 hours. If they have the opportunity to work more hours, they will take the opportunity. Potential labor force rate, 27.3. These are people either seeking employment or are not available.
On bilateral labor agreements, Trade Minister Juf further stated that on the various agreements, Gambians will be able to work in some foreign countries. He added that technical committees are constituted with various key stakeholders who thoroughly review the agreements with detailed employment contracts.
These bilateral agreements with the state of Qatar, the agreement is reviewed and awaiting a response from the Qatari side on the draft submitted by the government of the Gambia for final signatures. Bilateral agreement with the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. The agreement has been reviewed and signed between the two governments. The process of implementing this agreement is set in motion. A bilateral agreement with the Kingdom of Spain. A review of the agreement is in progress and is not yet finalized. A bilateral agreement is also in the process with the United Arab Emirates. The review is in progress and it's not yet finalized.
The agreements aim to help minimize irregular migration, unemployment, especially among youths. For QTV News, I am Julden Yai.
In commemoration of World Antimicrobial Awareness Week, observed annually from November 18 to 24th, the commemorations of which were postponed until now, the Ministry of Health's National Pharmaceutical Services collaborated with WHO for a press briefing at the Central Medical Store in Koto. Lena Igwenyiba reports.
World Antimicrobial Awareness Week is a global initiative focused on enhancing awareness and understanding of antimicrobial resistance AMR through effective communication, education and training. Babanding Sabali, Deputy Permanent Secretary Technical, explains the significance of AMR.
Antimicrobial resistance occurred when bacteria, viruses, fungi, and other pathogens no longer respond to antimicrobial agents. As a result, the drug resistance and antibiotics and other antimicrobial agents become ineffective and sometimes impossible to treat the disease. And this causes a lot of burden, not only to the health, to the patient, but to the overall health system.
AMR renders standard treatments ineffective, leading to prolonged illness, escalated healthcare costs, and an increased risk of spreading infections. Haruna S. Jallo, Principal Laboratory Scientist, sheds light on laboratory interventions and awareness initiatives in the Gambia aimed at combating AMR.
The National Action Plan for AMR, that is at the draft stage, and then also we plan to do a lot of sensitization, and this is one of it, where at least we start with press conference and symposiums, and then also to go on a nationwide field trip in terms of giving sensitization to the public that are prone to using antibiotics at any level. The other thing is at the lab side is to work on surveillance activities. That is for us to establish AMR surveillance activities to know and have a data, because a country data on antimicrobial resistance is very important, so that we see whether there is a trend of growth or whether the activities that we are embarking on is contributing in reducing the resistant status of the country.
Babanding Sabali underscores the importance of optimal antimicrobial utilization and discourages unnecessary use, emphasizing the role of individual responsibility.
We just want to ensure that we work together. We pass the message, and the message is, let's ensure that we optimally use antimicrobial agencies. Otherwise, what we have, they'll become useless, and we cannot afford the more expensive ones.
The Gambia ranks 183rd globally for age standardized mortality rate per 100,000 population related to AMR across 204 countries. The number of AMR-related deaths surpasses those from maternal and neonatal disorders, HIV/AIDS, sexually transmitted infections, neoplasms, enteric infections, neglected tropical diseases, and malaria. The misuse of antibiotics poses a significant risk, emphasizing the need to consult medical professionals before antibiotic use. Reporting for QTV News, I am Lena Igwenyiba.
Now, a renowned Gambian author, Dr. Sidi Drame, on Sunday launched his 35th book, a memoir, which captures the beautiful lifestyle in rural Gambia. Jenab Sonko attended, and this is her report.
This latest book by the author, entitled The Memoir of the Beautiful Lifestyle in Rural Gambia, depicts his life growing up in Jara Sikunda in rural Gambia, Roa River region. In the book, the author discusses the advantages of living in rural Gambia, morals, sharing and caring amongst other attributes of rural life. The author's other books include Meet Me in Banjul, Workplace Taboos, The Plight of Rural Women, among the many he has written. Dr. C.D. Drama explained his motivation to reflect on his life as a village boy.
It is about the beauty about life in rural Gambia. It is about the culture, it's about the heritage, about the union, about the togetherness, and entirely about how people work together to achieve a shared objectives. That was the inspiration of writing this particular book.
We engaged Yaya Silla, another celebrated Gambian writer, to reflect on Dr. C.D. Drama's achievements.
It is an important milestone that I have never seen in the country. I have been attending so many book launching over the past 10, 20 years. But this is the first time to come to a book launching by an author who published not 10, not 20, but 35 different titles. And this particular title that we are looking today is unique. It brought past 20%. As the saying goes, book is the only tool that you can transport from the past to present to the future. So it's an important milestone that I think not only me, not only you, but everybody in the Gambia should be proud.
The Curriculum Research, Evaluation and Development Directorate has approved 11 of Dr. C.D. Drama's books as additional learning materials for upper basic schools and higher institutions of learning in the Gambia. Here is Malik Amadiseka, retired curriculum officer at the Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education.
Yeah, it means a lot in the sense that now we are prone to use this book, which directly reflect to our culture and our traditional practices. So it will be better for us to use these books rather than using the other books whose names are difficult to pronounce and the environments are different. This book deals with the real Gambian culture. We can help internalization of knowledge and comprehension.
One might ask what motivates Dr. Drama to continue writing despite Gambia's lack of a reading culture.
That in this country, everybody talks about it day in, day out. Reading culture is very low. And because that is the situation, a lot of people do not draw inspiration in writing. They suddenly wanted to give up. But I have a different view about the entire thing. I also say that we don't join writing fields to make money. As you rightly say, to still confirm your point, it is not the field that you could quickly make money. Forget about it. But what is inspiring me is every day or two, someone meet in the street or calls me, or someone recognize my face and tell me you are the author of that book.
Dr. C.D. Drama is currently the Deputy Director of Human Resources at the Gambia Revenue Authority. He has been awarded by the Young Writers Association and also recognized for his contributions to the first National Security Strategy and Security Sector Reform Strategy. Reporting for QTV News, I am Jenna Wasonko.
That's what will take us to a commercial break. When we return, we have more local as well as international news stories for you. Don't go away.
As the fastest growing GSM company in the Gambia, QCell has the widest 4G plus coverage in the country, 3 times faster internet speed than our competitors. So switch now and dial *335# and enjoy what true 4G feels like. QCell, the Gambia's trusted network.
Looking for the perfect place to promote your product or place your advert? Look no further than QTV. We are the premier destination for businesses looking to connect with Gambian audiences and beyond. At QTV, we offer a variety of advertising solutions to suit your needs and budget. With our diverse range of programming, you can be sure that your ad will reach a broad and engaged audience. From our popular news broadcast to our exciting music and entertainment programming, QTV has something for everyone. QTV, the premier destination for advertising in the Gambia. Contact us today and let us help you reach your audience.
Welcome back. If you're just joining in, you're watching QTV News, and I am Asmauba. Now, over the weekend, Huawei Technologies Company inaugurated a new office in Cape Point in Bakau. As Jennifer Sonko reports, the theme of the inauguration ceremony is Huawei in the Gambia, for the Gambia, the journey to building a smart Gambia.
Founded in 1987, Huawei is a leading global provider of information and communications technology infrastructure and smart devices. The technology company is expanding its operations in the Gambia by setting up this new office space. Huawei Technologies Company Limited has over the years proven its commitment to bringing digital technology to every person, homes and organizations for a fully connected, intelligent world. Wang Wei is Huawei Senegal representative.
Years down the line, here we are to witness and celebrate this important milestone that Huawei Gambia has reached. Huawei continues to be customer-centric and to provide customers with leading networks and high-quality service. This new and bright beginning will further pave the way in providing more high-end, innovative service and opportunities for Smart Gambia.
Tong Chan, Commissioner of Economic and Commercial Affairs, Chinese Embassy Gambia, applauded the Huawei management for their consistency in the Gambia.
I noticed that Huawei had very early presence in the Gambia since 2004. That means 20 years ago. In the past 20 years, Huawei Gambia growing from a small company to very important participants in the smart progress of the Gambia. It's really remarkable and also amazing. And I think during the procedure of the company, of its development, Huawei Gambia also do a lot of contributions to the socio-economic development of the Gambia, especially in the ICT sectors.
In 2023, Huawei and the Gambia government entered a strategic partnership to enhance the Gambia's telecommunications sector. The initiative is poised to empower Gamtel to fortify its network, effectively addressing the surging demand for information and communication technology services and coverage. Here is Usman Ba, Minister of Communication and Digital Economy.
If we look at our telecom sector, about 80% or more of our infrastructure is built by Huawei. So Huawei, we appreciate you and we will continue this collaboration. The Huawei team in the Gambia, though small in number compared to other countries, but formidable with comprehensive expertise and versatile skills. In my interaction with Huawei, I learned that every day is an opportunity to get better.
Huawei Technologies Company Limited offers high-quality digital life experience in all scenarios with data, apps, traveling and entertainment for Huawei device users. Reporting for QTV News, I am Jennifer Sonko.
As part of the Sahel Women's Empowerment and Demographic Dividend Project, the World Bank has presented mobility items and equipment to implementing partners. Jennifer Sonko again.
The Sahel Women's Empowerment and Demographic Dividend Project aims to accelerate the demographic transition, trigger the demographic dividend, and reduce gender inequalities in the Sahel region. The items, 18 vehicles, 18 motorcycles, 60 laptops and 60 tablets and 20 bicycles, will be used to provide the supply of reproductive, maternal, newborn, child and nutritional health commodities and skilled personnel, and to strengthen the project's high-level advocacy and capacity for policy development and project implementation. Here is Dr. Samuel Mills, World Bank's tax head leader.
Of the 5 countries that the board approved the project in September last year, only the Gambia has met all the project effectiveness conditions and the project implementation. All these items have been procured so that the implementing partners will be able to reach girls and young women across the country with the Sweat Plus interventions.
The beneficiary organizations include the Ministry of Health, the Population Commission Secretariat, the Ministry of Youth and Sports, amongst others. The Minister of Health, Dr. Ahmadulamin Samata, received the support.
This presentation is phenomenal. These items, these vehicles, these laptops, these motorbikes and bicycles, and the tablets will enhance the delivery of those services that are badly needed. And these go a long way to complement government efforts in our delivery strive. We can see that His Excellency's government is committed strongly to ensuring that service quality in this country is optimal.
We engaged one of the beneficiaries' organizations and implementing partners, the National Population Commission. The Commission coordinates the National Population Policy and Program through advocacy and research, amongst others, for improving quality of life in the Gambia. Maria Mafana is the Director of Population Affairs.
Know that when it comes to the poor indicators, the ones in the regions, going to as far back as Passe, as far back as Kuntawur. So we need this motor bicycle, we need the vehicles, and also we need the tablets, especially when it comes to gender-based violence, and recording some of the things that are taking place.
The SWEAT project started in 2015 and covers 9 countries in West and Central Africa: Benin, Burkina Faso, Cameroon, Chad, Cote d'Ivoire, Guinea, Mali, Mauritania and Niger. The Gambia, Togo, Congo and Senegal joined in 2023. Reporting for QTV News, I am Jenna Basonko.
That story by Jenna Basonko takes us to international news in a moment. As South Africa drags Israel to court over alleged genocide in Gaza, Namibia has expressed strong disapproval of Germany's stance at the International Court of Justice, connecting it to historical grievances and urging a re-evaluation of alliances. Lena Igwenyiba tells us more.
Namibia, once a German colony, condemns Germany's shocking decision to support Israel in the ICJ genocide case initiated by South Africa. As Israel's 100-day war on Gaza unfolds, Namibia decries the humanitarian crisis and questions Germany's overlooking of the reported atrocities. The Namibian presidency contends that Germany's historical genocide in Namibia contradicts its moral commitment to the UN Convention Against Genocide. Given Germany's role in the Holocaust, its unconditional support should not be a surprise to anyone. Namibia's President Hage Geingob is calling on Germany to reconsider its untimely intervention in support of Israel's actions before the ICJ. The statement underscores international divisions, with South Africa gaining support while the US stands by Israel. Human Rights Watch accuses Israel of war crimes, intensifying the global discourse on the conflict. Namibia challenges Germany to align its position with the principles it upholds, invoking historical parallels to emphasize the urgency of re-evaluating support for Israel in the face of alleged genocidal acts. In Namibia, Germany's bloody colonial legacy is still very much alive. It has been more than 100 years since the German Empire committed genocide in southern Africa. Its effects are still being felt today. This, as much anything, is why the country is unhappy at the stance Germany is taking. Germany has gone further than any other nation in saying it intends to give evidence in support of Israel at the ICJ. Reporting for QTV News, I am Lena Igwenyiba.
Well, that's all we have, but before we go, a recap of our main news headlines. A food testing laboratory to test the safety and quality of food items, especially those imported, will begin operations in the Gambia by the middle of this year, according to the Minister of Trade. In commemoration of World Antimicrobial Awareness Week, the Ministry of Health's National Pharmaceutical Services collaborated with WHO to increase awareness of global antimicrobial resistance. Now, a renowned Gambian author, Dr. Sidi Dramé, on Sunday launched his 35th book, a memoir, which captures the beautiful lifestyle in rural Gambia. Over the weekend, Huawei Technologies Company Limited inaugurated a new office in Bakau K Point in the Kanifing municipality. And in international news, as South Africa drags Israel to court over alleged genocide in Gaza, Namibia has expressed strong disapproval of Germany's stance at the International Court of Justice. Well, that's all we have for you in this news bulletin. Join us at 10 again for more news. Thanks for watching.